everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I thought tonight we would do a festive kind of look. It's only the back of 6 at night, but it looks like flipping 10 o'clock. So the palette that I have decided to use is the Money Shot palette by P. Louise, but I'm going to use the bottom tray. And I'm going to do my eye makeup first because you don't know if there's going to be necessary fallout. So this is a festive inspired look, so it could be for a Christmas party if you've got one, staff night out, going out with your friends, your family. So I'm going to use the Balm concealer to pop on as my priming base for my eyes. It also is super good because it takes away some of the darkness. I have got tape on at the sides as well so that we can hopefully, she says, get a decent wing going. Can you believe it that there's only a week or so to go until Santa's here? Santa, I know him. What's your favourite Christmas film? Mine's has got to be Elf, Home Alone 1 and 2, The Holiday, and Christmas with the Cranks. I also love Muppets Christmas Carol. Okay then, so I am going to go in with the shade Break a Leg, which is this matte shade down here. And we will, once I find a brush that we need. This is a Peaches and Cream PC37. It is absolutely Baltic in this room. I've literally just put the heating on in here. Because I only come in here when I'm doing my makeup, I don't see the point of putting the heating on in a room that I'm not in that often because, well, times are tough as it is, so you don't want to be, you know, heating up rooms that you're not in really. You know? But the weather has been mental. We've got no like proper snow or anything. It's just been like icy and stuff like that, which I actually think's worse because if you've fallen on the ice before, it ain't pleasant. This is such a gorgeous colour. Just a really nice shade just to start the look off with. Now I think I'm going to go for a red lip. So I kind of want a goldy sort of a vibe on my eyes, I feel, just because then, oh, I don't know, but I just do. Right, the next shade I am going to take, my eyesight is horrendous right now, the lighting in here doesn't help. I'm going to go in with That's a Wrap, which is this shade here. I don't know, it looks kind of greeny-ish to use. Is there more? Let me just have a look at this top layer a minute. I think it's all green in this bit, if I remember. Yeah, as much as I love green, I'm not wanting the green. In fact, I'm going to go in with 4K, which is like a kind of brownish shades, and I'm just using the same brush, and I'm just lightly, ever so slightly, and lightly, just doing little motions here on the little outer edge and into my crease, just under where that was, and using the tape as well to kind of create the shape that I'm wanting. And I'm also going to take some of that under my eye as well. And the reason, as I say, that I have done my eyes first is because of if there's any fallout, then at least, you know, we can cover that up. And I'm holding my brush quite firmly here. I would normally hold it down here so you've got more control in that, but I just wanted to try something a bit different. Plus I've been watching Claire Walsh, and she holds her brushes up here, and her eye looks always seem to be really well blended and precise. So I just thought I'd give it a wee try like that. If you see me moving off a bit, it's because the lighting for me and the fact that I'm not wearing my glasses, I need to just be able to see what I'm doing. So I just wanted to look at the difference, but that is blended like an absolute dream. Okay, I'm going to step away from this brush for the moment. I'm going to take this Zoeva, this is a 228 Luxe Crease, and I'm going to go into that first shadow that we used. And I'm just going to lightly dust it round the edge there. So that we are... Oh, got an itch. Itchy ear. I think it's like 1 degree, but it's supposed to, well, flurries of snow, but then nothing happens. Okay, for a little bit of shimmer, oh, I'm spoiled for choice. I think I'm going to take a bit of Script. Let me just swatch it. Ooh. Oh yes, that's very nice indeed. And I'm just going to use my finger to place it. It's a very sort of quite yellow toned gold, if you know what I mean. And it doesn't matter if I get any down here or that, because we can fix it. Look at that, that's beautiful. So I'll just do the same on the other side. So lovely. I used to always at Christmas, you know, like actually get out of my pyjamas and get dressed up and stuff, because we'd either go to family, like cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff, or neighbours wherever we stayed, or you know, you'd be going to maybe someone else's house for Christmas. But now I just literally it's like another day, in the sense that I'm in my pyjamas because it's comfy, and then I throw on just my pyjamas. I'm going to go back in with that Zoeva 238, and we're just lightly going to just blend that, just that wee bit at the top there, just so that it's okie dokes. I'm going back in with the same Peaches and Cream, and I'm going to go into Life is a Movie, which is this deeper matte brown here. And I'm just putting the tip of the brush right into the shadow. And again, I'm just going, see where we were there, where we used that shape, because I just want to deepen up just that bit there. And again, just taking it a wee bit under the eye, looking up. Oh, almost went into a glitter there. We do not want you to go into a glitter. Again, as I say, when we take the tape away, we can see where we need to fix anything or tidy anything up. And you can also use your concealer when it comes to that. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's such a nice colour. Okay, now there's this one as well. It's called Backstage, and it's slightly shinier. So I'm just literally going to pop a little bit of this over the top as well, just for that little extra pinch of something. I mean, it is Christmas after all, so you can never have too much sparkle in life. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Gorgeous. I love the way this one's looking. This one's fine, but I feel like it's just taking the piss a little bit on the outer corner there. So I'm going to go back in again with that first light shade and just lightly just diffuse it there. This is the problem with ourselves, isn't it? We're all so self-critical. That's better. And then I'll just do the same, just running it a wee bit on there. Beautiful. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, I like to use my shadows as a liner quite a lot. So I'm going to get this really fine liner brush. This is actually like a paint brush. And I'm going to take a setting spray. You can either spray onto the shadow or onto the brush. It works either or. And I'm going to go into this dark brown shade here. Just run the brush onto it. And then I am going to take it. And I am going to do me a wing. And you might think to yourself, whoa, that is some crazy ass wing. And it probably is, but again, what I'm going to do is manoeuvre the tape around. And again, the fact that I haven't done my base means that I can sort it from there, you know. But we want quite, I'm doing it quite full out so that I can play about with it. And we're just going to take this little brush and sweep it across. And the great thing about this as well is if you're like me and you do find liquid liners or that a struggle, this is so easy to do. And not only that, if you do make a mistake, you can just smudge out the shadow and make it part of the look. Okay, now I know it's not perfect, I know it's quite a mess, but we're going to bear with it at the moment and we're just going to go with it. And this one I always seem to get one that's nicer than the other, always, no matter how much I try to do it. It always seems to be the way. Oh, that's tickly. If you haven't tried the method of using your shadow and a setting spray, then you should totally go for it. See Danielle Roberts, who used to be the global, artist at Urban Decay for the UK and Ireland. This is like, she swears by this. She never uses liquid liner really. This is how she does it. Now, see, I like the way this has gone. This one I know is just a wee bit, but as I say, we can work on that when we take that off. Right, so we'll step away from that. At the moment, as you can see, I've got all the brush strokes here. This is going to be a long video, by the way, people. We're already at 13, so you might want to grab a drink or a snack or anything like that. Oh, now there's a wee bit of glitter in there that is annoying me. I've got very sensitive eyes. So as you can see, I quite like this wing. Not loving that, but what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to take a makeup wipe. First of all, I'm going to wipe this off of my hand. But then if you put your finger in like this, I don't have false nails or long nails or whatever, and then just take it and run it right under where you have put that wing and just clean it up. And the same under here, just get as close to it as you can without ruining what you've done. And then you can look at it and just see what you're thinking. So for the moment, I'm happy with that. I'm going to step away from the eyes I need to put this palette out of the way. That's the thing, it's just so big. So let's pop that down there. Now, because it's a Christmassy look and we're going out on the town, even though not really, I'm going to use my Primark. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't, because you want it to stay on, don't you? I'm actually going to use the e.l.f. Grip Primer. Get my hair out the way. So it's got that nice tackiness to it. I do also have the Milk Makeup one as well, but we'll just apply this on. Don't forget to take it on your neck as well. Where's my towel gone? Oh, my face is going off your head. Okay, so we've got this primer on here, and then sticking with, oh, that's not e.l.f. Sticking with e.l.f., I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is in light, is it light medium that I've got? Let's see. I think it's light. Yes, shade light. And this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, and it is actually, in my opinion, so much better than the Charlotte Tilbury. It only costs £14 and it's the balls. I love it. Highly, highly recommend. Now, I seem to have a serious lack of, there's my sponges. The sponges going on. So, I need to scoot back in. So I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm just going to distribute this around my face. Lovely. Now, normally I would just go in with the Show Up My Stash stuff that I have here in front of me, but because, look at that shine. Ooh, because, of course, you know, if you were going to wear this to a party and stuff, you want it to last. So what I've got for my Show Up My Stash thing now is this, which is fine, but it's not like long lasting. So I am actually going to use, if I can find it, my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless in Neutral number 2, because this is the most full coverage foundation that I have got. Well, apart from the Good Apple one, which is intense, the Good Apple one. And we are just going to put this on. Don't be put off by the smell. At first I was like, what the hell is with the smell of this? But then I've watched a few people's videos and they've said the smell is just not the best. But the coverage is absolutely stunning. And it's not even a cakey kind of full coverage, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, you can still wear it and it's not like Estee Lauder double wear sort of caked on. But I don't know what she's got ingredients wise in this though. It doesn't smell pleasant. And as always, don't forget to take it down your neck. And a tiny wee bit more on there just for the foreheads. And I'm using my full coverage foundation brush by Bobbi Brown just to apply this. But look at that skin. Absolutely flawless, as it would suggest. Granted, smells a bit funky. So let that settle in. I'm going to use this, which I got for my birthday last week. This is the Light Medium Sculpt by Makeup by Mario, and I love it. And it's got a wee brush at the end, which I never see anybody use, but I've been using it and I love it. So, cheekbones. Big forehead down the beak, and then the lovely jawline that we just love, and then a tiny wee bit on the lips is where I'm going to put it. I love this product. I can't wait to get more of his stuff. I really can't. I really hope they'll bring his newest palette to Sephora UK, because I kind of love cool toned. I've kind of got into the cool toned vibe. But look how I think this is better than the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I honestly do. It's slightly more expensive. I think this is maybe £32. And the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand is what? £29. But I would say you're probably getting a lot more product from this. And you don't need a lot. I mean, I have no idea if it makes any difference to my face, if it makes it slender or what, but I really like it. I don't know why my stomach's gurgling because I've not long since eaten, but there you go. This brush also comes off, by the way, so you can wash it, which is fabulous. But yeah, my lovely friend Laura picked this up for me in Sephora in America and sent it over. The box of goodies for my birthday because she's the best. Before I even knew that Space NK were taking over at Feel Unique. So we love that very much. The next thing I'm going to use is one of my all-time favourite concealers. Again, I think it's about £22 or £24, but it's so worth it. This is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Concealer, and I have it in the shade Coconut Flakes 2.7N. It is amazing. So I'm going to take a little bit. I get so much darkness here. So this is really where I need it. And then I do get red around my nose. Oh, see this foundation? It is actually something else. I love it so much. And I'm going to use this wee pointy bit on my sponge. And just get right into the nicks and crannies, as they say. It's a shame that I do like makeup at this time of night because I'm literally, once I take photos, going to take the makeup off, you know, but I get motivated at the wrong times of night. Where's that wee brush? I'm going to just take this Real Techniques brush just for in that wee doohickey where my glasses sit. And then just pat in the rest of it. Just to make sure it's all melded in. And see with that foundation. Look how flawless my skin looks. I love it. So good. And then I was so surprised, and when I woke on the 1st of December, I woke to a Look Fantastic advent calendar, and it had this by Terry powder in one of the doors, and I am so chuffed because I hear such good things. This is the Hyaluronic Pressed Powder. It's a colourless one. It's adorable. Look at the wee sponge. So I'm going to use that and my little powder puff that I got from Shein. I got a pack of these. And I'm just going to lightly press this into where we have just popped our powder. And round our nose. Look at that. Flawless. And the great thing about the size of this as well is you could pop this in your wee clutch bag and take it out with you. And then just this little puff. And it's perfect mondo, honestly. Let me just put that back. Okie dokes. And then for bronzer, I'm just going to use the one in my Film Star Bronze and Glow. It doesn't really matter, just use whatever bronzer. The reason I swapped out the foundation in that I had out was because if it was like for going out, you would want it to be, I would assume, you know, a foundation in that that's going to have a bit more full coverage for staying on, especially if you're going out dancing and drinking. This brush is amazing as well. It says it's a bake-off brush, but I think it is fantastic for powders and stuff like that. Just take a wee bit on the jawline and down the neck. Smashing, smashing. Okay, now for blush, you know what I'm like. There's so many blushes in my life. I'm actually just going to use this one. This is the MAC Play Blush in So Natural. And the reason I'm going to use this is because I have a really exciting highlighter to use. So it's a very natural colour, as the name would suggest. And I'm going to use this little Real Techniques brush, and we're just going to pop some of this on. Also, because we're going to use a red lip, we kind of want everything else, you know, just to be a bit more toned down as such, because the red lip is going to be obviously the boldest part of the look. And I'll need to remember to put mascara on because I didn't last time, which is why the look never made it to YouTube. So we'll maybe just stop there the now and we'll actually do that. First of all, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Classic Brown Liner because this is amazing. And we're going to tideline top and bottom. It's nice and sharpened. So as you can see, it is giving me all of the love that we need there. Love it. It's just so pigmented. I love it so much. Okay. And then I'm using my Rare Beauty mascara because it's the one that I have opened. I don't like opening loads. Okay. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Eyebrows, I don't really do anything to them because they're a riot, but I'm just going to take this spoolie and just kind of brush them up. Could throw something through it, but I'm not going to bother. And then for highlight, so excited, I have one of the brand new Just Out Rare Beauty blushers, highlighters. And excuse me, this is the shade Exhilarate. It is stunning. And I'm going to take that and we're going to bring some life to this. Look at that. Isn't it the best thing you ever did see? I wasn't sure what shade to go for because I could only afford to get one. And I was going to get Mermaids because I have the liquid one of that. I might still get it. Look! I know lots of people are not into the shiny nose look and everything, but freaking love it. And as I said, it's Christmas. It is blinding, but in a good way. I love it so much, like, best thing ever. Right, for this red lip, as much as I am not a Revolution fan, in my calendar there was this red lipstick. So we'll use that, but let me just line my lips. I hate putting red lipstick on. I always feel like it's such a ball ache. So it'll no doubt not be perfect, but sorry I'm not talking, but it's hard enough to do. So this is just a Primark lip liner in the shade Salsa. And I just decided to do the whole lip. I really don't think I suit red lipstick, but people seem to say I do. And this is called Ruby. So it's this shade of red. By Revolution. And then what I'm going to do is just use, actually I can use this little wipe, can I? Just to, if there's any Slight clean up needed. It's usually my lower lip that I find is the most night hairish. And then I'm just going to use what's left in the powder puff of the powder to like lay it there, and I took that off. And then all you need is a good dose of the best setting spray ever, and you are good to go and party for your festive season. So what do you guys think? I love it. I just wish I had somewhere to go and wear it now. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I will see you next time. Bye.